Wheel of Fortune, as now bigger and better than ever in this all-new Super Nintendo edition of television's most popular game show. Featuring over 4,500 all-new puzzles, digitized photography of the actual set, and even digitized speech from the beautiful Vanna White. Choose a contestant you want to be, play against a computer, or up to 2 friends, spin the wheel, buy a vowel, or attempt to solve the puzzle before you go bankrupt. It's Wheel of Fortune from Imagitech Design and Game Tech, released in 1992. It is, of course, part of the Wheel of Fortune franchise, and one of the ever many home Nintendo video game versions of television game shows. That's what I was thinking. There's a lot of different versions of this for a lot of different consoles. There's an Atari 2600 version, Commodore 64, NES, Genesis, Game Gear, and all of that. This particular one, we don't have a lot of reception data for or anything else for, just because there are so many of these. Excuse me. It's really hard to... It's just easier, I guess, to lump them together. You know what I mean? So Mega gave the Super NES and Genesis versions 22%, saying there was no challenge, and a deluxe edition was released 2 years later in 1994. You know what? They're not really difficult games, these games. Jeopardy, obviously, probably a little more difficult than Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune does tend to give you a little more... and to go on, you know, since we're basically just playing Hangman here. It kind of works, though. It's not as fun as some of the other games. I kind of prefer NES Wheel of Fortune over Super Nintendo Wheel of Fortune, just for the ridiculousness of it. It kind of being it's so bad, it's good kind of thing. But, you know, it can be fun. It can be fun to play this with a couple of friends, especially if the beers is a-flowin'. And if the beers is not a-flowin', well, you can probably have fun, too, if you're a teetotaler. Or if you just like the totality of tea, I suppose.